Haha! First recording. So
Yay.
yeah, taking off how many months now? But I'm back. And so many things have happened, guys. So many things. So I want to show you something very exciting. I think you both are going to love this. What am I doing? I haven't done this in ages. Okay. Oh, no, not this one. I'm publishing another book. Okay. So Shopify, remember we talked about affiliates. Kelly, I know we talked about affiliates, right?
Yes, I'm very interested in that, by the way.
Yes. So Shopify, I'm very happy to see Shopify starting to have lots of nice free stuff. They started Shopify Collabs, which is a program. Let me go back here again if we can see anything on here. No. Okay, let me go into Shopify and then we can talk. Okay, one side thing. If you've noticed things on the side that disappeared and they've changed, with your apps and everything. So when you're looking at your apps, you can see them at the top here, but if you want them on the side, you need to pin them. So whatever you want to see on the side, you need to pin. Let me see it on mine as well. Because what I've noticed is, and especially also Facebook, any of the sales channels, pin them because it's a pain in the butt to go. So, okay, let's see here, eBay. See, the eBay's here. If I have Messenger. TikTok, see, I've got TikTok there. So I'm going to pin the TikTok there, right? So you pin it to navigation. So you don't have to have everything, but I would pin whatever you're using on a regular basis. Well, I like to have everything on the side here. Anyway, let's go into Collabs. See if I added it in here. Collabs. Wow, I haven't. Oh, here we go. Yes. So this is literally a you can get applicants. People can apply. You have the application page. You will see the members. This is all free, okay? This is all free. You will see your affiliates. You can add your affiliates. You have lifts. You can give them, obviously you can give them gifts. You set up your payments. And as I said, I'm just starting this. I'm very excited because I've been looking at affiliate programs, and the affiliate programs are expensive, right? Whatever programs you have, they're expensive. So this is going to be a lot easier. So what I would suggest is adding it, and then see here, creating your application page. Let's see what I did. Oh, and it links to your, what is this? Come on, girls. Instagram. It links to your Instagram page, I think. Right? And you can add your logo, whatever you want in here. And then you have to add your social. Let's go to the next social. You add all your socials. I have Twitch as well, not that I use it. Okay. And then you add whatever you want them to fill out. I mean, as much as possible, right? Because you want to see what they're doing online.
It's fabulous.
I know, right? Birthday location is probably important as well. Shipping address, since you're going to send them stuff. Blog, I would say blog as well. And then first name, last name is normal. PayPal email, because you're going to pay them with the PayPal email. I would say birthday, because, you know, if they're doing well, you can reward them, encourage them, send them a birthday present or whatever. I mean, if you're worried about who it is, male or female, obviously that, but I don't know if that's important or not. And then you go into here is they have to answer these questions, and you can ask them questions. This is so exciting, right?
Yeah.
And then the survey, oh, that's the survey, right? That's the survey. And then they have to add your Shopify store if they have one. And then, oh, this is for you. I think this is for you. And then add the widget to the store. And then
And
you
where
finish.
does that widget show up, Veronica, on your homepage?
View widget options. Okay, it says, do not add widget to my website, add widget to my website. So here.
Oh, that's great.
I know, remember with Shopify, they have their little messenger thing here on the other side. Or you can do it either way. Look here. I think it's brilliant, right? And so, and then here is link your application page. And then you can, yeah. So I think this is, you know, just adds another little aspect to the store that, I mean, it's like having your own sales team, right? So I'm adding that to invisible. My African guys, I'm actually going to send it out to, you know, my African customers are really crazy about the stuff. So I'm going to send that to them and ask them to promote it as well. Plus, I am going to try out, I'm going to try a, Kickstarter with Africa. And the reason why is to, the Kickstarter, you can do it with anything, products or anything. But the reason why is because our sales are low and we're only just starting to grow. So I'm trying to grow that email list with them. Plus we'll give stuff away and we'll get a base of money so we can get more advertising going and support them, right? So it's literally getting people to invest in your company, and all you have to do is give them something back. But that's going to be a whole nother game, okay? But we're going to do that as well. We're going to start playing with that as well. And then, okay. Remember, I'm always saying, and this is huge, I'm always saying blogging, and you guys are going to kill me, is so important this year. Google is looking for information for your customers. It has to be really, really, really relevant. I don't know why my brain's not working. I'm writing about this stuff, okay? It has to be really relevant to all your customers. So when you are, okay, am I in here? When you are in your blog posts, so what's more important than anything else is, and Kelly, you are already, you are, hang on, blogging quite a lot, right?
Yeah, this month's been slow because it's been very hard to type with one arm.
Oh God, yeah, I forgot about the arm. Oh my Lord.
But I'm going to recirculate some of my older blogs like you always have told me to do.
Yes.
And I go ahead and I just change them up, freshen them up, and I don't have to completely reinvent the wheel. Yeah.
So here are the rules. All right. And I'm redoing all invisible blogs because, you know, that everybody has the same stuff, right? So for us, for Invisible and for Kelly, it's going to be really, really hard to compete with everybody else. But here's where you can win, Kelly, is what they want is original research, which means that we need to go beyond just curating from other blogs. So getting opinions from, and you already had a couple of those blogs in, getting opinions from doctors, right? Getting opinions from WebMD, maybe doing a Wikipedia, information or news information, but just literally going beyond just curating from blogs, which is not easy. It's not easy, hey? And but
I've been doing that for years. I might get a line from somebody else that I like, but I've been doing that for years.
And so here also, yes, exactly. So here also, because you are the expert, right? So I have a problem with because he's the doctor, which, there's a chicken and the egg situation there, but you are an esthetician. So when you are, look at that, when you are at the end, you have to have your story. Okay. I want you to, on every single blog, you need to add your expertise, right? You're an esthetician, you're a beautician, you're a nail expert, you're blah, blah, blah. And so when you're looking on your website, you go in here, you manage accounts, and I think this is where we have. So add your photo in here, right? In your account and your name. And then, let me see what I'll do on my blogs. If it's not at the bottom. Oh, okay. So this is my blog. So I've got a sidebar to my blog, and you guys can have it as well because you got out of the sandbox. So I've added a picture of myself, my name, what I do.
That's great. I like that, Veronica.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Because I've been looking at other blogs, but people that blog seriously, right? And then I've got this, then I've got my articles, but every single blog has a sidebar plus categories. I don't know where it gets that from, but that's in there as well. And so on mine, what I've added is I've got this in, obviously, because I do courses and my books. So I've added that in.
Where do you add this? Okay, go to blogs.
That is in my code, but that's in my code. But let's look here. Shopify Queen. If we go to preferences, you know what? And it disappeared because I used to put all my stuff in here and it popped up. Now, let me have a look here. I'll have to look where it is. Okay, let's go to blogs. Manage blogs. Manage blogs. They keep moving stuff on me, right?
Yeah, they do.
Okay. So if I can find it, then it will add it automatically. Remember, that goes with a gravatar, because you see these people that have these things here. I'm so happy they have that that you have that on your website. I'll show my students next year. But if they're in business or something and they created that gravatar, then it will pitch up like this. Or if they have,
and they are both in business. So yeah, I need to know where to do that because mine would pop up like that blue one too.
Okay, gravatar.com. It's free. It's from WordPress, right?
Okay.
So you add it in here. Continue.
Okay.
Password. What? Okay, here we go.
You could put my name in there just to, oh, there you are.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, as you can see, I've done it. Yeah, you know, whatever. I've done it so many times already. And then go into profile, and I try and keep this up to date, right? I have added my website. I've added a little bit of blah, blah, blah in here. I've added a photo gallery, websites, all the websites where I have my blogs, right? So I need to add some more in there. And then you can add background, contact information. I have my Veronica hello, my spare, I've got my spare email in there. And then you can also add all your verified services like your profiles. And then I don't have cryptocurrency. And then, yeah, that's it. Literally, that's it. And so this pictures when you go on other blogs and comment and talk, this pictures up, right? And we know that we need to go and comment on other blogs. It's a very, very important to be active, right? And we can't always do this, but yeah. So when you are, okay, so the other requirement for Google is they want to see us as experts, right? So I've gotten your name. You've been here such a long time ago, Lynn. Lynn, you know, start slowly. You don't have to do this where it breaks your brain, right? Just start slowly, and the length doesn't matter, but in the blog has to be, if you say 6 summit survival tips, there has to be survival tips, and more is better, right? Remember, so you have all your tips in here, and you don't have to keep this all do it like this. You can actually have a blog and then have a short little tip thing, right? A short little listicle where you list everything. And what I would do is, here's another tip, is create a little list at the top, which is like an index. Ooh, this is really teaching you guys something new, right? Okay, this is going to be like an index. Right? It's like having your little list at the top here. See this, I'm going to redo this one because it's just one word. I want more words in there to actually explain what the whole paragraph is. I'm going to improve my paragraphs, make them a little bit longer, have more information in the paragraphs. And then also, I'm going for all the brain thing, right? In business, I'm talking about, my news book is about, you know, inaction in crisis, in business crisis, about how you overcome it and what you need to do to prepare before crisis happens in your business. So I'm going to grab some brain stuff that I'm going to put in my blogs, obviously, because I'm coaching businesses, right? So for invisible, I'm still thinking about it, right? Invisible, and I'm also, Kelly, my oils are here. I'm going to start selling soon.
Good.
So what I've done here is started a blog about synergy and self-image and, you know, stuff that Kelly actually does. Kelly, you can pinch with no problem, right? And so, and then so here is, I've got a little list. And so what I'm going to do, and this goes for you as well, Lynn, is that, you know, it's the health aspect about your this is a brilliant idea. So I've got invisible, I've got this one, and we can literally share our blogs and stuff in between us so that we have those links backwards and forwards. And then you can put your link of your product in the blog. Okay. So I'm actually going to start doing a little bit more health in my blogs as well. Just a little bit about, but it's more toward businesses. You know, I'm obviously going to mention businesses instead of just the individuals, right? As the just buyers, as I'm going to do here. So is sharing those blogs is I'm thinking can really benefit a whole bunch of us if we're doing it together, right? So this is what I'm going to do with Invisible. I'm still thinking about the structure and what is allowed, what's not allowed. I'm still researching that because, you know, they're changing all their bloody rules and regulations. But I'm definitely going to, let me show you my latest, going to talk more about health, and you've got to stay healthy in business, and then so I can share it among all the blogs. So here,
if I may interject, you talked
yes,
about
ma'am.
list at the last.
Listicle.
No, a list. I thought you said you were going to make a list at the top.
Yes, yes. I want to show you how I'm going to do that.
I'm not sure what that means.
Okay, so if you have, say for instance, if you have like Kelly here has got, what it's got six survival tips, then adding them like this. Hang on, there's the list here. Adding them like this at the top, so people can see what they're going to read about.
Okay.
But
Google picks that up.
yes, yes. Okay. So again, you know, I'm talking about more than 8, 9 lists, right? Listicle, because if we're going to look at what are we blogging here about? Never mind that one. Never mind this one. Okay, let's see here. Summer skin survival tips. Let's see, I'm going to search summer skin survival tips. So here, nobody pitched up. Oh, that's because I put in the I put your title in. Look, it popped up there immediately.
If that's the exact term they search for.
Okay, how to tips on what did you say?
But look at how Nature-Wise did it. Is that the proper way to do it? See how it says the next one down here, the survival guide for healthy skin?
Yes, yes. The tips on healthy summer skin. That's how. So here you see, okay, this is Allure. Obviously they're big, right? So if we look at,
I'll
so
never
they've
compete
got,
with them.
I'm telling you, if you do it on a regular basis, you will pay. I'm pitching up, right? Because I'm doing it on a regular basis. It is all about regularity and then what people are searching for. So you really have to, and here's where you're going to win, is if you do really good research on what are people asking when they are specifically asking you, Kelly, right? In your daily, when you're helping them. Write about that. Specifically what your customers are asking you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you see, I mean, obviously here, dermatologists. So what they've done here, that at the top here is that, hey, this is what the dermatologists are saying, right? So it's not your opinion, is what the experts are saying. And then they've got the SPF. Okay, they have a normal list. When is this list? Okay, this is June. So this stuff is really new. So everybody's scrabbling to do the same thing, right? And obviously, as we know, with Google, it also moves a bit slower. So it got nice, lots of links in there. And here's the good news for you, Kelly, is these listicles where they have just where they're putting up somebody else's product is not going to rank as much anymore. So
really?
yes. So this is where these guys were ranking, because they will put all their products in there and talk about unless they're selling it, right? So you have a lot of bloggers out there that are, oh, this is good. All these blankets. Remember what we talked about last time? It changed so much. Like, hey, look, right? We're talking about comparing blankets. Well, unless you are selling the blankets, right? Then you can compare. But somebody that's not actually selling the products, they're not going to see them as experts. So this is where you're going to benefit of actually talking about your products. So this is what Google wants to see: people that really know their products and talk about their products and help the customers. And that is basically the bottom line, is helping your customers. So if you're thinking about even more specific than this is like a general thing that everybody else is doing, more specific to what your customers are asking you, Kelly, right?
Okay.
And it's like you're doing the over 50. So really, what are they asking you? And then answering those questions. And what I would do as well is, what I'm doing with Invisible, the questions that we are getting on the inbox, I'm putting them on our FAQ. So every time they have a question, I put it in on my FAQ. So I'm building that list up, and eventually I'll probably have a list at the top as well, right? I'll have to show you. I'll have to think of an easy way to actually connect that list to each number, that you guys can do it easily. No, not down here. Okay. So anyways, so yeah, and we have 10 minutes. So anyway, so this is what I want you guys to think about, and then creating a list of content, that creating a spreadsheet just of content. Go into Google Drive, Google Drive, right? Create a content list like this. Let me see here. Plan. I never find this thing. Plan. No. Spreadsheets. It's called. No, I can't find it now. But when you get into your oh, this is probably one I can show you, right? This is actually a keyword list, but this is a good way to show you as well, is create a list of, don't worry about this on the side thing. You see, create a list of things you're going to talk about. Just a simple, straight down list of all the things you can think of that you can talk about, and then go into Google and then add this. I'm going to do this. How to create a personal puzzle. So you guys are going to add, remember you've got keyword everywhere, right? On your Google spreadsheet. Keyword everywhere is a extension. So if you go into Google extension, web store, Chrome web store, and you're going to look for keyword everywhere. keyword everywhere. This is what it looks like. And you're going to download it. And what it does, it's going to add this on the side here, which helps you with your keywords, right? What people are searching for. And the other one that I've discovered is this one, this little guy here. And I've forgotten what he's called. He is called
So that keyword everywhere, does that teach you how to use keywords properly in your blog, and then it shows up on the side here, like related keywords?
So it shows you just related keywords. So maybe these are keywords, extra keywords you can use in your blog, right?
Oh, okay, gives you suggestions.
Suggestions. Here's what people are searching for, right?
Okay.
And these are long-tail keywords.
Okay.
And then obviously Google has all these ones as well. But what I do now is I literally go in, if I'm thinking about, and this was a very quick thing. If I'm thinking about a blog, right? I'm putting it in here. And I'm at the top since it's mine. But I'm going to look at, okay, what are other people, what are they writing about? Here's Medium keywords, and I literally have not used keywords. Here, I'm literally going to go in here and see, okay, so what is in here that I can use? Is it a good subject? Because it's sort of very generic, right? And it's not a very good title.
Yeah, I would have said your own business freedom or your own,
exactly,
something a little more specific. Freedom,
exactly.
General.
Yes, exactly. And I mean, that's the old. And so creating new blogs and old blogs. And so what I'm doing with Invisible is I'm literally, I'm going to combine their blogs because the blogs suck. So I've done this one. They had a very short, what to do during exercise. And so I've literally expanded this to before exercise, during exercise, and after exercise. What to do with drink water, how to clean your face, how to use whatever's. And I've researched all over the place, taken things from several websites and said, okay, I like this, or I can use it in my blog as well. You see he's also not picturing up here. So this is what I'm literally doing for every single blog that they have. They had so you see how I've changed the title to be more specific about the ultimate nighttime skincare routine, right? And then I've literally put in here makeup remover. I've taken, I've talked about the water, and I've talked about little listicles in here, how to use a makeup remover. And then in each step, I've gone more into depth about that specific step, right? Because that's literally, and it's hard work, it's not easy to do. That's literally what Google wants us to do. So if we can get good with that, because we have already, I'm just going to put off my plug here because my power is going. Google is literally looking for, okay, if people come onto this page, they don't need to go anywhere else. I'm really covering 2-3 topics pertaining to the one main topic. Does that make sense? Right? So, and I'm practicing as well because it's so different to what we used to just writing stuff. So I'm pouring as much information into this one blog than writing a lots of blogs, right? So this takes me a week to do because there is a lot of research, and obviously I only work as I get paid. So, so and then what I'm doing with this, Kelly, And Lynn as well. Lynn, have you been you haven't been sending out newsletters? No. So what I've been doing with this blog that I'm changing up as well, because what I've discovered is, I mean, we get open rates, but and Kelly, I'm not talking to you. You get open rates anyway. So because you have so much information in your newsletters already, right? But with Invisible, we're just starting out. So I'm literally adding more information. Remember, I used to say this, now I'm saying that. I'm adding more information into that newsletter so that they can just read the newsletter, and then I'm referring them to the longer blog, and I'm referring them to another shorter blog that has to do with whatever I'm talking about, right? And I'm doing it for my own newsletters as well, although I'm not always good at putting the links in. And then obviously you add more links so you can see how people are linking and how they're reacting to your newsletter. So okay. So I don't know if you guys are on LinkedIn, but you should actually be in LinkedIn because lots of businesses there. And believe me, I'm not that active. I go in and like everybody's. I'm not posting. I haven't posted in months. But what I'm doing now, I'm actually putting my newsletter into LinkedIn. I'm copying and pasting my whole newsletter into here. And what it is, it's called a creator tool or something like that, where you see here, I put it into this group. So this is the last one that I've just written a whole long email about stress, how stress affects us and how we should take our 3 days to relax in a month, and what we should be doing. And this is all I'm doing. Check this out. I have got